Hey guys, Rob here. Welcome back to another video. Hopefully the wind's not too bad in this one. It's gusting pretty good today. Plan is we're gonna do some saltwater fishing. We're gonna throw around some artificial baits. All right, so before we get started in today's video, I gotta tie on some new leader line, and this is what I use. I use monofilament leader line. I don't like to use the fluorocarbon. If you watch a channel called Salt Strong, these guys do a lot of saltwater fishing. They sell a lot of good products. They actually did an abrasion test between monofilament and fluorocarbon, and monofilament won hands down in every category. So go check that out if anything, but I like to use the monofilament. It's a lot cheaper too. Anyway, I got 40-pound monofilament here, and I'm gonna tie that onto my main line, which is braid. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna tie a quick FG knot. All right, so we got our FG knot tied, and this is what it looks like here. That FG knot just connects your main line to your leader line, and it just creates a really thin profile so it doesn't get caught on the guides of the fishing rod. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie on my bait, and for this rod right here, I'm actually gonna tie on a voodoo shrimp right here. So it's just a fake shrimp. And what I like to do is I like to tie a clinch knot for this. So let's go ahead and get that done. So now we got our bait tied on with a clinch knot, and we're good to go. Sorry about all that wind noise. It is extremely windy today, and the plan for today is to do some saltwater fishing, and all I got is some artificial bait tied onto my rods here. I got 2 rods with me, and I had to have some more artificial baits in my backpack. We're gonna try out a couple different things, hopefully get on a bite. I haven't saltwater fished in probably about 3 months, and just hoping to catch something good. In the meantime, I'll share with you guys any tips or anything that might help you fish a little bit better. You know, I'll just share some of my experiences with you guys. So real quick, we're on a high tide coming down to a low tide. I got out a little bit later than I would have liked to have, but it is what it is. And water level still really high, and it's windy. So I'm gonna try to climb through this, see if I can maybe stand over here. Oh, I see sheep's head. Oh, this water's gonna be cold. There's a lot of mullet in this area, so hopefully there should be a good sized fish around. This water gets deep real quick. There's a drop off right here. Oh, just had a bite. And I like to just jig this bait. Get it to dart and then fall, and when it falls, that tail just goes like this. And usually fish will hit the bait when the bait actually stops moving. So when it starts falling is when they'll go after it. I don't see much activity here as far as bait goes, but there might be something swimming along this mangroves here. So we'll just take a couple of fan casts here, see what's around, and if we don't get anything within 10 minutes or so, maybe move on. All right, so I found a little opening here. I thought there was somebody fishing here earlier, but I could be wrong. This might not be the same spot, but I don't see anyone now, so that's why I'm coming up in here. Oh. Definitely don't want to intrude on anybody's fishing space, because I hate when that happens to me. All right. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just downsizing my bait to a smaller piece or smaller size, because I'm getting hits on the other bait, but it's a lot larger than this one is. Maybe we can get one. Got a little redfish. Look at the colors, really blue tail. Such a gorgeous looking fish. Yo guys, nice redfish, about 12 inches or so. Let's let her go. Oh, it's gone. And so you see guys, that's what I'm talking about is, you know, just downsizing on the bait size. Sometimes that makes all the difference. So this is a spot I wanted to fish. There was a guy over here earlier taking pictures or something. So I passed up, I walked past. So we're gonna see if we can squeeze through here, get out to the water, because I'm seeing some activity around in this area here. Got him. What do we got here? Is it a snook? Yeah, we got a snook, guys. There we go. And that bait just fell right out. So That's why you got to keep the pressure on them. They like to jump, so you got to keep that line low for when they do that. There we have it, guys. Nice, probably 22-inch snook on artificial, real skinny, but we're gonna go ahead and let him go and see if we can catch another one. All right, I think he's ready to go. Oh, right away got something. What's wrong with my rod? Looks like a guide broke off. Oh. It's a jack, I think. Yep. Here we go, guys. Nice little Jack Crevalle. We're gonna go ahead and quickly let him go so we can see if we can catch another one. As soon as that bait hit the water that last time, it's like landed right in that Jack Crevalle's mouth. Oh, just had a bite again. Oh, he saw him. He went back for it. I think it's another jack. Yeah, it's another jack. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Here we go, guys. Gonna go ahead and get him back in. So far that's 4 fish. So we got a redfish, a snook, and 2 jacks. All right, so as nice as this place is, and we are catching fish here, I think it's time to pack up and move. There's another spot that I really want to try to fish that I haven't been to in a long time, so we're gonna go there and hopefully catch something decent. All right, guys, so we just got to our second spot here, and let me show you guys what we're working with. So yeah, we're gonna cast around here. I always fish around structure, right? We got a dock here, we got all this vegetation and stuff, and you guys saw at the last spot I was fishing around structure, so we're gonna cast around here. Hopefully we'll be able to get on a bite. If not, we already caught a decent amount of fish today with artificial bait. I'm happy with that. So yeah, let's get to it. Get my bait. All right, so no action at the other spot. So we're walking down a little bit. Probably gonna walk out on these rocks here and make a couple casts. Yep. All right guys, so we're gonna wrap this video up here, and it was a good trip. It was definitely a good trip. We caught a bunch of fish on artificial, which is usually not easy to do. You know, there's some skill involved in that, and you kind of have to know where to look and stuff, so it could be very difficult sometimes. But main things that I want to talk about here is that you know, look for the bait fish. If you find the bait fish, usually the predators are right behind the bait fish. Look for structure. That's where those bait fish like to go. That's where the predators are going to go. If you can hone in on those type of areas, then you'll definitely increase your success rate. Another thing, before I even started fishing today, I checked the tides. This is saltwater. I live next to the Atlantic Ocean, so I checked the tides to see what the tide levels were going to be for my area, and the tides were high tide coming down to a low tide. I didn't fish that peak tide. I waited for the tide to start changing again, and that's another thing. You know, high tide is best in my opinion. That's when there's more current in the water. Another thing, it was really windy. I noticed that when I fish and there's a lot of chop in the water and there's a high tide, if you can get into the structure areas and you see the bait fish, chances are you're going to do it really well. So those are some things to keep in mind. There's an app that I use to check the actual tide levels for my area, and it's called Fish Brain. I'll leave a link to it. You guys can check it out, or I'll throw in a picture in the video here. You guys can download it. I'm pretty sure it's free, and then there's an upgraded version if you want to pay for that. I have just a regular free version because all I use it for is checking the tide and the weather for my area. But yeah, I specifically didn't want to come out on my kayak to fish because it's a little bit easier to, you know, fish those unpressured areas and do a little bit better as far as catching the fish. I wanted to come out, do some wade fishing. I feel like that's something most people have access to do. But yeah, so you guys saw we were able to get it done, and all in all, it was a good trip. We caught a couple of fish. I was hoping to get a trout, that way we can get that grand slam, but didn't happen. This new spot over here, I didn't fish it all that much. I only spent probably about 20 minutes here, just kind of fan casting around. Didn't catch anything, but it was still a great day. All right guys, so I'm gonna end it here. If you found that the video was helpful or enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me. Subscribe if you're new as always. And until next time guys, hope to see you on the trail with me. Peace.